I'm so glad to be back. I'm here with my two little guys, Eliah, the newest baby, and Nehemiah right here saying hi. And last time you guys saw Nehemiah, he was the size of this little one. So it's been quite a while. Unfortunately, my computer broke, which was where I did all my editing and stuff, and I had videos on there that were in process of being editing. So all that unfortunately just kind of got put to a halt until my husband was able to fix my computer. I just got it fixed on, I believe it was New Year's Day, so today is actually the 3rd, so Happy New Year's. I hope you guys enjoyed your holiday, your break. You guys are probably getting back to work today, and I guess so am I. Although I don't really consider YouTube work. Why you hit mommy? Ay! No hit mommy. I love you, Mooch. So I wanted to share a little bit with you about what's been going on with our family. You can see here we have a little doggy. You guys, if you've been following my videos for a while, you know that we had two dogs, two boy dogs. A big dog, Samson, he was an American Bulldog, and a little Yorkie, Noah. Well, when we were in the hospital with this little guy, hold on, baby. Noah actually had run away like 2 days before we came out of the hospital. Come here, Nehemiah. So we actually left the hospital to come look around our neighborhood, but unfortunately we never found him and he never came home. So he's been gone for 4 months. And Samson, he passed away about a month ago. He was having some really big blisters on his hip, and they weren't going down. He was losing weight really fast, so we had to put him down. My husband took him to the clinic. They said he had cancer. They didn't do any definitive tests or anything, but the vet said she definitely knew. She was 99% sure it was cancer, so unfortunately we had to put him down. He was just about to be 7 years old. God bless you, my love. So we lost him. We had him since he was 9 weeks old, and we had him his whole life. So that was very sad. It's still, it's kind of sad to even talk about it now. But some happy news is we got a new dog. She was given to us. Come here, Dior. Come here, girl. Oh, you're just a good girl. Yes. So this is our little dog. She is a Maltese Shih Tzu mix, and she's 4 years old. She's 5.6 pounds, so this is the biggest she's ever going to get. Stay with Mama. Hey. Her owner had just had a baby and was moving in with her mom and taking the baby, obviously. But the mother said no pets no matter what. So she had to get rid of the dog. And actually, she's the friend of our neighbor. So the neighbor knew the situation with us just losing our two dogs. And she had already asked if they could buy our kids a puppy for Christmas. And we said, no, it's too soon. We just lost him like a week before she had asked that. And we had mentioned to her, like, if we did ever get another dog, it'd have to be a small breed, because we can't have another large breed dog in the house. We have a small house. We have 8 people in this house, and it's already crowded as it is. I love you, my baby. You telling me you love me? I love you too. You sleepy? You ready for night-night? Are you ready for night-night? No? So, when the situation came up, she asked us again, which was like another 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, and she's like, I know you guys said no, but this dog really needs a home, and I know you guys would give her a good home, so would you consider it, think about it, pray about it, or whatever. So we did, and we got the dog. She's so cute. We really like her. Her name was Dior, so we kept it as that. Let's see, my little guy, this one here, let's tell you the quick story. He was really big. I could feel it even when I was pregnant with him. To walk, I was limping is how big he was in my belly. So he came out 9 pounds 6 ounces, natural birth, and because he was so large, he had shoulder dysplasia, which means his collarbone broke. I think the doctor actually had to do that on purpose because he wasn't coming out and he was starting to go into distress. So there was no time for me to go into an emergency C-section. So she had to just get him out the best way possible. So he actually had a broken right clavicle when he was born. And even worse than that, he took his initial cry and then fell limp and started turning purple. They couldn't see him breathing. He wasn't breathing. They couldn't detect a heartbeat. So they called Code Pink, and like 30 people ran in crazy into the room to resuscitate him. He was just limp, and it felt like forever. Like, I literally thought he was gonna die. I thought he was dying. So my husband and I were like crying and praying, begging God to save him. And he did, but he had to be in the NICU. So after the 4 days in the hospital, my hospital stay, they extended it one more day because of the traumatic birth and everything. So I was able to stay in, admitted for 4 days to be with him, but then he had to be in the NICU for another week because there was just, they thought he could have possibly had meningitis, so they started him on antibiotics. He didn't have it, but he had to finish the round, so everything with his birth was just crazy. We were in the NICU for the 7 days. We slept there at the hospital. I stayed with him the whole time. We did leave like during the day to come see our other kids. They were down here with grandma, and to like go get something to eat or something like that. But we slept there every single night. And 2 days before he was released, our dog had run away. So that was just crazy. With everything already going on, being so scared and so emotional with dealing with our newborn baby, worrying, for his health, that, we lost our dog also. So that just really sucked. He had like 5 or 6 different specialist doctor's visits after the NICU, and eventually everything came out fine. They for some reason thought something was up with his liver. That came out okay. His liver's perfect. His shoulder healed perfectly within 4 weeks. He has no problem moving it. Range of motion is perfect. He's very strong. He's very big. Right now he is 17 pounds at 4 months old, and he wears 9-month size clothes, if that gives you any indicator of size, I guess. This guy here is a year and 4 months. He wears 18-month to 2T size clothes, and he's 24 pounds. So 24 minus 17, 7 pounds more, and they're a year apart. Let's see what else has been going on. As I said, we have a small house. You guys, if you've seen my vlogs, you know we have a small house. We had 2 boys in each of the rooms. Right now we have the 4 older boys in one room. They have 2 sets of bunk beds in there plus their desk. And it's tight, but they actually like sharing a room. So if it seems, it's only been about a month since we've done that. Wait, not a month. Maybe 2 months, because when Eliah came home, we had both babies in the master room with us. We had the crib and the bassinet, and then we put the 4 boys together in a room so we could put the 2 cribs in the other room. And Nehemiah, the big baby, sleeps in his crib in that room, and the little one still sleeps in the bassinet in our room because he's not yet rolling over to be out of the bassinet, and also he still is waking up at least once during the night to nurse. What are you doing to mommy? Mwah. So if the 4 boys in the one kid's bedroom seems to be too tight, we do plan or have an open mind to switch the 4 boys to the master room and to put my husband and myself in the smaller room because it's only 2 of us. So that is an option to continue to make our small house work for us until or if we're able to buy a bigger house at some point, but that's not happening right now. We're on a very tight budget. We are still homeschooling. I'm homeschooling the 4 older boys. And the 2 little ones are home with me as well. So they're not in daycare or anything. They stay home with me. My husband is still working country club doing fitness classes, and he's home parts of the day, so he helps with the babies, like holding them or putting them to sleep, burping this one after he nurses so that I can homeschool. And my husband actually helps a lot with the cooking. He probably cooks more than I do, and the older boys are old enough to cook for themselves some simple meals and to cook for their little brothers, like breakfast and stuff, if I need the help. What are you doing to mommy? Let's see what else has been going on. My husband's going back to school. He's starting next week, actually. He's starting for his associates and then on to his bachelor's to become a nutritionist and dietitian, which goes hand in hand with his fitness classes. Lots of the ladies at the country club always ask him diet advice and fitness advice and stuff like that, and they always tell him, if you were a nutritionist, I'd pay for your private, classes to teach me how to eat properly. So he was like, wow, I'm going to go back to school. So he's starting next week. That's so awesome. And my two oldest boys, Kwame and Malachi, they're in 9th and 7th grade respectively. And they are dual enrolled in college as well. Kwame is starting his 2nd semester next week. Malachi is starting his 1st semester, so they're getting college and high school credit at the same time. And Malachi is actually in 7th grade, so he's in middle school. He's doing some middle school classes, and now the dual enrollment, so that'll be high school college credits that he's taking during middle school. So I am so proud of them. They've worked hard to get to this point. Oy, don't touch his face, my love. No, baby. So they're doing well with that. They're also wrestling. Kwame wrestles for my husband's old high school, and he does tournaments and stuff, and my 7th grader is wrestling for my old middle school, which is pretty cool. So he's going to be doing his first tournament in a couple of weeks. Come here, my love. Where are you going? Okay, come here, baby. Got your milk? Good job. Come on, help you. I got your booty. I got your booty. I got your yellow booty. As you can see, my boys are in diapers. This isn't anything too fancy or formal. And I love their fluffy butts. We cloth diaper them. So I like seeing their colorful diapers. It's cuter in my opinion than the plain white diapers you buy at the store, and it saves a lot of money because I just wash them and reuse them. And I don't know, you guys might think that's gross or whatever, but I wash them so they're clean. Let's see what else. I was gonna go back to school. I had filed for financial aid and everything and got approved and all that, but the program I wanted to do is way more expensive than what my financial aid benefit would cover. So what we're going to do is set aside savings towards that, and then once we have the amount that we would need to pay out of pocket to then start school. I actually wanted to go back to do medical billing and coding, because the program can be done one class at a time online, and then I could work from home. So everything could be done from home. I could still homeschool the boys while going to school myself, and then also be able to work from home and homeschool the boys once I have that certificate or degree. They have a certificate option and they have a degree option. So that's not happening yet, but that is the plan, and I'm excited to be back on YouTube. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hi, where are you going, my love? For sticking around, and I've noticed that there's a bunch more subscribers, so welcome and thank you guys for sticking around even though I've been MIA for so many months. But I'm hoping to be back on a more consistent schedule. I can't say exactly like 3 days a week like I used to, because now I have 6 kids in the house, 2 babies, and homeschooling the older 4. So, but I'm going to try to be consistent, at least 2 videos a week. And I want to do my vlogs and clean with me's, plan with me's. If you guys have any ideas or video suggestions, comments, questions, please leave them below. I'll be happy to respond and take your suggestions into consideration on what videos to do. I always need new ideas and stuff. So I think I've covered everything. If you guys are interested in seeing the nursery or the boys' room or just the house in general, like the new the kitchen, let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely do that. You want to say bye-bye? Okay, my little guy's tired. Again, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye!